Wow, before I even live chat message R. Oh, there we go. Wow, before I even logged in, Reverend Tommy Two Tone. Hello, how are you doing today? Welcome everybody to a live Thursday vlog because tomorrow I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live. I'll be traveling. I'm leaving Florida, heading up to Ohio. Welcome everybody, like I said, to another live vlog. There's a few things I wanted to talk about. I posted some videos earlier today that some people have been firing off questions to me in Google Hangouts and stuff, and so I want to clear up a couple things. I'm not doing a giveaway. I just gave something away. I'll talk about that and a few other things as I look at my incredible Google Pixel book over here that I have been using quite a bit, and I'm going to kind of incorporate it into my vlogs. I'm going to use it as kind of a whiteboard, if you will, because you do have access to this amazing Google Pen. And there's something I want to talk about this pen and other YouTubers, specifically talking about this pen and the Pixel book in general. It's a very expensive toy. When you don't need to spend this kind of money to get this stuff, there's things that are cheaper, obviously, that you could use, like the Samsung Chromebook and stuff like that. I just went a little bit overboard and got it, and I've been watching lots of YouTube videos about this specific product, especially one guy called Apple Sheep. He calls himself Apple Sheep, and he loves Apple products, and he bashes pretty much everything Samsung, Google, and stuff like that. I do watch him. It irritates me sometimes, but why am I, Frame Queen says, why am I wearing my hat different? I don't know. There we go. It's a different hat. All my other hats are hanging up. I took a cue from you when you showed me pictures of your apartment out in the country where you had that hat wall. I'm doing the same thing. Hey Reverend, how you doing? I'm glad you enjoyed your little Superman minifig. It did come from the museum. It didn't come from Legoland or something like that. I had them send it to you from the museum. So hope you aren't disappointed that you guys, the people that subscribe to my Patreon channel, $3 and above, get something special once a month. Usually it's a postcard. Sometimes it's a t-shirt. Sometimes it's a Superman Lego minifigure. But back to the Ice Sheep guy on YouTube, I agree with him sometimes, even though he oh, I'm getting more here. Yeah, they put a card in as well. Oh, did they? So the Superman Museum put a card in. That's great. It's a great place. If you ever get a chance and you're driving through Paducah, Illinois, right on the Kentucky border of Illinois, right when you cross the river, take the Metropolis exit, go 3 miles, find a place to park and walk around town and enjoy. Check out the museum. Gotta run. Wish you the best on this live. I'll watch it later. I know you're at work, Frame Queen. Have a great day. That's why I tried to wait until like 5 o'clock. Maybe people were coming home. I did not go live last week, so I figured why not do it today. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to have signal as I leave tomorrow. Got to go to Jacksonville, Florida, and then up to Ohio. So to keep this live video short, semi-short, let me talk about subject one, short videos. So last week I put a request in, what should I do to try and gain subscribers? Now, I'm slowly gaining subscribers. Like in the last couple days, I've gained like 3 new subscribers. So if the new subscribers are watching, thank you guys so much. So I'm at 421 now. So that's 4 more subscribers if I'm counting correctly. Every 25 subscribers up to 500, I'm contacting the Superman Museum and gonna donate a t-shirt to one of you guys. And you don't have to be a Patreon subscriber to get a t-shirt. My normal YouTube subscribers I'm gonna pick out of the 425, the 450, the 475, all the way up to the 500. I'm gonna go through the list of everybody and just randomly select somebody, contact the Superman Museum, and ship off a shirt. So You guys have 4 chances to get shirts in increments of 25 people. So we only got like 4 more people, and I have to keep my promise, send off a shirt. But I went ahead and let you guys leave in the comment section below on one of my last videos, what should I do to gain subscribers? Shorter videos was one of the things, so I'm trying to do shorter videos. I posted like a 3-minute video today explaining something that I'll talk about in a minute. But last night I went to Universal Studios, took my employer over there. We had dinner with Jen Vargas from Central Florida Top 5, seen the Blue Man Group again, got our drink on a little bit, and the videos ended up being about 14 minutes. I think one was 13, one was 14. I shot a couple videos. I tried to shorten them up to 5 or 6 minute videos. It's just really hard, especially if you're recording the Blue Man Group show, because I wanted to show you guys the show without cuts in it this time. So I let the camera just run. And so the whole grand finale I just recorded, and the grand finale part of the show lasts 7 minutes alone. So it's really hard sometimes to make shorter videos. I'm gonna try though. That is a plan. So short videos was one subject. Another thing I'm thinking about is on YouTube Live. Since I'm not monetized anymore, and that I don't have that 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting the views and the duration, the retention, but the subscribers are eluding me. So there's certain benefits you don't get when they demonetize you. And one of the things is super chats. I don't have super chats anymore. So I'm thinking, I'll let you guys decide what I should do or shouldn't do, but I do have a PayPal account. That's how my Patreon support works. When people put it into Patreon, Patreon takes their little cut and then kicks me a couple bucks from what people donate, which helps me send out stuff or stop and do things, you know, or give out t-shirts. But the super chat really helped with that. So like, you know, people would click the super chat button. Here's $3, here's $5, here's $10. I do it to my favorite YouTubers, like Jacob the Carpetbagger. He goes out on the road once a week or twice a week. He'll go live. I'll click super chat. Here's $50, Jacob. You know, that'll put gas in his car, help him get, you know, a hotel for the night, because he actually quit his job and he's out in his car doing crazy things like that now. So he needs the support. So I don't mind giving it to him, because he's out there trying to make a difference on YouTube, which is weird that on YouTube you can make a difference. But I'm thinking, since I don't have access to that on my videos, I think I'm going to put a PayPal me link in the description below. So it's not like a super chat where you can like, here's $2 and then ask a question or something like that, because it'll be after the video's already posted. But for the people that do PayPal me or something like that, in the next video I could always thank you, and if you have something you want me to give a shout out to or something like that, I can do that, and I can collect that income from the PayPal me and maybe give out better things like what I'm going to talk about now. Last night at the Hard Rock, and this is what the video I posted today, and all the comments were coming in on my Hangouts. I gave away my DJI Spark. I know, right? That thing has been a workhorse. It's my favorite drone I've ever had. I have a DJI Mavic Pro still, but that Spark, just being able to launch it from your hand and use it anytime you wanted, it was so portable, so amazing. But there's a little girl that works in the gift shop over at the Hard Rock here in Orlando, that's an aspiring movie maker, and they travel around the country. She'll take a couple months off of work, and she just hops on choo-choo trains, not choo-choo like passenger trains. She hops on hobo style. They'll run, hop a train car. It could be a fuel tanker, it could be a box car, and they just climb in. It could be in the middle of a rainstorm. They're in the fuel tanker, hiding out from the rain underneath those big turn brake system stuff, and they're traveling the country as modern day hobos, shooting a documentary that's so far coming out really, really well. But they carry around a massive DJI Phantom 3 standard drone. They're big. I had one. I gave one away already. To carry that, run onto boxcars, shoot your videos, and then go overseas and do the same thing in Europe. It's just a massive, it's got to be a massive pain in the butt. So last night, I was talking to her and I said, you know what? You need something a little bit more portable and stuff like that, because she's getting ready to quit her job. She already put in her notice. I think they're tired of taking months of time off of work to go complete this project. So she put in her notice, and I told her last night, you know what? I have a DJI Spark. It's a small handheld drone. You guys take it, put it to work, use it in the videos, or you know, the clips and stuff like that. Put your clips in as you're running and hopping on the train. You can have the drone follow you because it has facial recognition. It can track you, and use it. She's young. She's like 24 years old. And they don't have a large income. She works in the gift shop. She's not a waitress. She's not a bartender. She works in the gift shop, so she works on a small salary. And they take off and do these adventures with very little money in their pocket, to where they're eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or ramen noodles or something like that while they're out in the boxcars. They can't really afford that stuff. So I really had to think about it. Am I doing the right thing? Because I love my Spark. And you know that you have to sometimes help people. And karma comes back to bite you in the ass sometimes, but also karma comes back and does good things for you eventually. I'm a big believer in karma. And she's a really incredible person. I've known her for a couple years. So I went ahead and gave my Spark to her. So people that were sending me messages, are you doing a giveaway? How do I get in on giveaways and all this other stuff? I'm not giving it away as a contest. I actually am giving it to some service staff that has really been incredible to me over the years and taking care of me when I come home on my days off. And so that's it. And well, I got some comments here. Gotta run, which Reverend Tommy says, you want my Spark, Rick? I never use it. I have the Fly More package plus a bunch of other stuff and extra batteries, 3 in all. I had the Fly More package. I gave it all to her. I had the 2 batteries, and I bought some of those ND filters, you know, that snap on the camera. So I got the whole Fly More package too. I gave her all that. I'll get another one. No, I don't. I do appreciate it. But no, you keep your Spark and start using it. You know what's great, what's really fun with the Spark is ride your Segway and have the Spark follow you and get that aerial footage. So you're a reverend, so you're going to church. Ride your Segway to church, have the Spark follow you, use your gimbal, and mix those footage together as you're going for your mass on Sunday. I would love to see something like that. No, I can't. Spark, they're expensive toys. Fly More packages, it costed me like what, $700, over $700 for the Fly More, maybe more. I forget how much they were. But yeah, I can't accept a gift that costs that much money. I do appreciate it, but I can't do that. That would and be funny. Oh, it would be. It's great getting that aerial video with the Spark. Is a great drone. I use it a lot more than my Mavic. Anna Abney says hello. Anna. I was just in Metropolis about 3 days ago. I won't be coming by this week. I got to go to Ohio, so I'll be taking 75 up. If you can give, you can receive. No, you can't. I have a hard on Christmas, on my birthdays. I've told other people about it. Last night, me and my boss I took her to go see Blue Man Group and stuff, and we were discussing that, how hard it is. Just say you go out to dinner and somebody tries to pick up the bill. I feel weird if somebody pays for my food. It's like on Christmas morning, you're ripping presents open. I like to see people open the presents I give them, but it feels so weird when you're opening other people's presents, or someone gives you a gift and you got to open it and you're looking at them, you don't know what to say, and I feel really strange. Anna says my birthday is the 26th of this month. I turn 51. Somebody asked me today, how old are you? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know my own age. I get it. Reverend Tommy says I love to give as well. It's much better to give than receive. I get this weird feeling, and especially if it's something expensive. Now I like to come home. I'm not gonna lie. If I come home and people send stuff here, hold on. Who is calling me? A Washington D.C. number. I don't know anybody in Washington. Those damn telecom people. You know what? Let's answer. Hold on a second. Internal Revenue Service, how may I help you?
Hi, am I speaking with Wade?
Yes.
Hi, Wade. How are you?
Not too bad. Who is this?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, okay. Wade, my name is Daniel. I'm from allround.com. Hope you remember you have sent us the email that you are not able to log in your website and there are some errors.
Yeah, I already took. I took care of all that already. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh. You fixed those?
What's that?
You wanted to know your website errors?
No, my website is fine. I took care of it. I appreciate it.
And you can take a look if you find anything interesting. If you have a team, I appreciate it. You can share this report to them. They can fix it, no problem.
No, there's nothing wrong with my website now. I appreciate it.
Okay, then no problem.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you too.
There's nothing wrong with my website. Anyway, normally it's a telemarketer that was a telemarketer too, trying to take care of my website. I could take care of my own website. Normally it's like, oh, you qualify for free windows or free home repair or some. I don't know. It's normally something crazy. But yeah, so I feel yeah, that's what they're doing. They're phishing, but they fish me with numerous phone numbers from all over the country, at least 4 times a day, maybe 5, and I have like 11 telephones. So if they can't get me on one, they'll fish me on another. The gift of giving is very satisfactory. I don't get satisfaction from giving, Friend Queen. I don't know. I just get a weird feeling. I just know that someone needs stuff more than I do sometimes. So, but I do, like I said, when I come home, Anna Abney says I get 20 calls a day from them. The problem is, it became illegal over a year ago. The president made it illegal for telemarketers to contact you, and you were able to get an attorney. And Morgan & Morgan, they were going after these telemarketers. And after you complained to the attorney and gave them the numbers, and they were told to stop if they contact you again, it was a $1,200 fine per call. President Trump came into office. He totally wiped all that free. Now it's legal for them to call you, and it's getting totally out of hand. And I don't know what to do about it. It's like giving back to society warms the soul. Well, Frame Queen, I don't know. It doesn't warm my soul. I can give a crap about society. No, I love people, and I love you guys. But yeah, I don't get that warm feeling from it. It's just I know that it does help out. That I was in their situation. You're young, Frame Queen. You're young. I used to be like you back in the old days, and I know what it was like. And it's always nice to get a helping hand periodically. Pardon your opinion. No, I trust your opinion. It's just I don't know. I don't get that. I do. I feel good when I help people. And like I said, opening presents and stuff like that I don't like. But when I come home after being away for a month, and I go in and I check my box, see if I got like postcards from Brazil or other YouTube people watching. Sometimes they'll send postcards or letters or stickers or magnets or something like that. And I get home and I see that stuff and I get to do unboxings of stuff that you guys sent me. I like that. I don't feel weird about that. But birthdays, Christmas, Reverend Tommy offering to send me his Spark Flymore package, I feel weird about that. I don't want expensive things. I'm happy with a letter, a postcard, a magnet, um, stuff like that. I don't. I do appreciate it, Reverend Tommy. I can't accept that. Okay, so for those of you wanting to know, yeah, I gave that drone away already. We all should get out more. Uh, so after I gave her the drone, I went to her Instagram. She doesn't post much on Instagram, but I was looking at. If you guys want to check her Instagram out, it's called Raincheck. Her name is Raincheck. Hello, Lip Davis. Yeah, I'm glad you showed up. Uh, yeah. So check out Raincheck. She's from Orlando. Uh, I noticed in one of her pictures about travel and stuff like that, and the comment below said, um, to, to what I say to people that say I want to travel more. And then behind it, there was a newspaper clipping, like behind, it was like a subway system in New York or something like that. And there was a newspaper clipping that says, just do it or something. And I agree with that. When you're young, when you're old and like me and about that close to the grave, it's a little bit harder to do. In your head you think it's really hard to do, but it's not. I mean, I could quit my job and just do it and struggle and eat peanut butter sandwiches like you do when you're 20 years old and do it. But I've done that stuff when I was their age, and I don't want to do it again that same way. I want to do it, but I want to do it different. I want to do it in something like this, in my mobile YouTube studio. I want to travel and do it on a budget, definitely. I mean, if I want to take like 2 months of work off at a time, because I can't generate enough revenue to do it over the internet, but I can bank enough cash to survive for 2 months and then kind of supplement what I might need, food and gas, off the internet. And I'm hoping that when these kids that grow up, you help them out as they start to venture off in life and explore the country and the world. And then as they get old like me, um, maybe they'll continue doing it, but do it in the way I'm doing it now. I do miss that stuff. I miss backpacking from Mexico to Canada on the Pacific Crest Trail. I miss riding a 10-speed bike across the country. I miss doing all that crazy stuff. Living up in the mountains and camping by a lake for a year at a time. I don't do that stuff anymore. My life changed because I had a family, and I settled down, lived the American dream, had that white picket fence for a short period of time, had the house in the forest, and realized, you know what? Later in life, it's okay to downsize and explore and go and revert back to my youth. And that's what I'm doing now. And I hope that all the people out there that are young and doing that stuff continue doing it. Go ahead, settle down, do the American dream for a little bit, and then realize, you know what? I got to get my ass back out there and explore. Um, okay, so to get closer to the end of this vlog here, I will be coming back home September 18th through the 22nd. I'll be at Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights on the 20th. So if anybody's going to be in town between the 18th and 22nd, uh, the 20th, I will be partying pretty hard at City Walk before going in to do my RIP at Halloween Horror Nights, I check in at 8 p.m., but I'll probably be going in and getting some B footage early before the crowds, and then just kind of going in. They're going to feed me drinks and adult beverages at the Hard Rock and at RIP. So I'm going to be getting twisted. Anybody going to be hanging out in the daytime at City Walk on the 20th? I'll be there. The 21st, if you guys want to do a meetup at Disney, any of the parks, I'm fine with it. Universal, any of the parks, we could set something up. But those are going to be the days I'm going to be coming home. I'm going to continue working until then and try and rake in as much money as I can to really just go all out. I don't know how much money I'm going to need, but I'm going to need some. And so I want to work and not have to worry. Okay, now before I end this, let's see. Anna Abney says, I want to explore. Know that I don't have little kids or any at home. Yeah, if you have little kids, it's hard to get off and do it. Though when I was young, my mom did it. I grew up in the 60s and stuff like that, and my mom hitchhiked with us kids, and we lived that whole hippie, thing, and I got to explore at a young age. I want to go to a state fair for my birthday, like no more than 3 hours from me. The Illinois State Fair, Kentucky State Fair, Anna, I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what state fairs are going on. Alaska State Fair is going on, I believe, right now. Florida State Fair, our state fair goes on during your guys' winter time. This fall, I'm going to the zoo in St. Louis. I know a couple people that follow me here that live in St. Louis, and I believe they said the St. Louis Zoo is actually free. So I pass by it all the time, but I don't believe they have truck parking. They do have RV parking, and the Science Center, everything's right down there. There's a lot of stuff I want to see and do, and but I can't do it in the truck. I definitely do want to hit the St. Louis Zoo one time. I just don't have a place to park the truck. St. Louis is not a very truck-friendly city. Back then, it wasn't bad to hitchhike. Yeah, maybe it was, but we didn't have social media at the time to where we had news like that, where we knew bad things were happening. Because remember, back then, the Manson family stuff was going on too, so there were things going on bad. And especially in that area where my mom hitchhiked us, because it was in the Los Angeles, Riverside, Corona, Anaheim area, so that Manson stuff was going on. Yes, it's free and huge. So the zoo is free still. Yeah, it's definitely something I want to check out, and I'd love to go do a video there. Okay, as we end, let me move my land shark out of the way. Yes, I'm not working today. I don't have to work until tomorrow, so I can have me one beer and a water. So I have both things here to move out of the way. Okay, so the cat just sneezed. There you go. Hey Doris Tate, I'm here. Okay, and you're tuning in kind of late because I'm getting ready to end this. Let me flip the camera around. How do I do this? Bum, bum, bum. Back to what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. Noise, sound effects. Before I sign off, now I was talking about that ice sheep guy, and he broke out one of these Google Pixel books. Let me remove my Google Clips camera. Set that to the side. He was talking really bad about the pen and how it's useless. Well, I actually wrote all of today's vlog on here with the pen. They were talking about how hard it is. You have to write it on your screen. Look, I'm just going to hold this very lightly so it's wobbling in my hand. Look at this. It writes really good, really easy. I have a little bit of wobble, but that's just because it's in this mode. This screen does flip around into tablet, so you can put it in tent mode and stuff like that, so the screen would be solid. But yeah, it writes really easy on the screen, like a piece of paper. So all I can say is, don't believe videos on the Google Pin and the Google Pixel Book. That's all I got to say. I'm telling you now, it's not a bad product. Let's put my gimbal back up here. Now, if you guys want to get one, I still can't recommend getting one, a Pixel Book. Where are you going, camera? Float back this way. There you go. I can't recommend getting one just because of the price. Get a cheaper Chromebook. You can pick them up for $150 at Best Buy or Walmart. You know, $700, $800, $1,000, $1,700, however much these things cost. They're not worth it. If you're going to spend $1,700, get a MacBook Pro, get a Windows Surface Book, something. They do a lot more. But if all you need is to browse the web, you know, do some light video editing and stuff like that, these are fine, but you don't need to spend this kind of money. Spend $150 and get one. At the most, $500 for the Samsung one. You don't need to get this one. But the people on those videos, they're biased, and they're telling you things that aren't true. It does work good. The pen works great. Do you need the pen? You don't need the pen. You don't need this. It does do things really well when you need it, but you actually don't need it. But I love it. I'm not. It does work. It works. You don't have to press hard on the screen like they're telling you. It writes really smoothly. But I mean, if you're a graphic artist or something like that, I know professional graphic artists that live. I know one in particular that lives up in Pennsylvania that works for Google. She does all of her artwork on this same exact setup. So professionals can use this. But like I said, it's not needed. But still, those other people they're not telling you the truth about the product. It does work great. It's fast, it's fluid, it's built extremely well. You're getting a premium product for that price. But you have to have money to burn and waste to get this product. I mean, I don't have the money to waste and burn to get this product. I'm an impulse buyer sometimes. If I have a decent paycheck, electronics calls my name and I can't help myself. I don't know why. I'm bad at it. I just blow money sometimes for no reason. I actually went in to get a MacBook Pro because they do more and I could have got a lot more done with it. But I'm in the Google ecosystem. I mean, hell, I got a Google Clip right here. Did I need this? No. I'm still trying to figure out use case scenarios for it. It did come in handy at Universal Studios last night, and it worked really well. And as I left the Hard Rock, I actually forgot it on the table. I set it up in the corner, walked out. Luckily, my boss was with me, and as we're walking, she goes, do you know you left your camera on the table? And I go, no. And I turned around to go get it. She had it. I totally forgot it. So these things are forgettable. And if you blow $300 on one of these things, don't forget it. Don't be me. And yeah, you really don't need these neither. This is useless. Your phone does a fine job. You don't need a smart camera. You don't need something that has artificial intelligence inside of it. But it is a cool little knick-knack. Not to change the subject, Reverend Tommy says, but I was hoping Jacob would have found your stickers. I don't believe Jacob watches my videos all that much. He's seen a couple of them. He's commented like on the Ark Encounter video. And he knows who I am. He knows who yeah, he knows me from that video, and we have communicated periodically, but I normally have to remind him it's me from the Ark Encounter, and he'll talk to me. He knows who I am. But if you ask Jacob, hey, do you know Rick Sayer? Do you know Glass Geek Vlogs? If you tell him he's the one from the Ark Encounter videos, he'll know who I am. He knows who I am that way. But by name or something like that, he doesn't know me. So I've communicated with him a couple times. He's wrote back. We've chatted real fast, usually in his live vlogs, or he comments on my video periodically, but he doesn't watch me. I don't know if he watches YouTube that much. I've actually talked to a couple people that say it's actually better not to watch other YouTubers and make your own way, because you don't really want to copy what someone else does, but you can copy the way they do things, kind of. Give them credit that you're stealing their ideas a little bit, but sometimes it's better not just to watch their videos. So I don't know if he watches videos that often. Electronics and gadgets call my name too. Yeah, exactly, Reverend. Well, I know. Look, you just went out and bought a Segway. You have an Osmo. You have an Osmo Mobile. And you have drones. You can't get... Electronics are just fun. But the problem is for someone like me, now you're stable, you're a reverend, you have your church, you have your community, you have all that stuff that reverends do. I have a question for you about reverends, being reverends. Because I'm not a believer, I'm not whatever. I just believe be good to people. But what was I talking about before I brought that up? I don't know. I don't know. Technology is sweet, but you can have that stuff. You're settled. I'm becoming unsettled, and I have that. What is it called? Midlife crisis stuff, where I just want to go and do things. And to go and do things, you can't be blowing money on crap like this. I can't wait to get thrown out of the Ark Encounter. You're a reverend. You should never get kicked out of the Ark Encounter. But they probably will. Those Answers in Genesis people are a strange group. That's all I gotta say. Just go and enjoy it. If you're gonna pay to support them, and if you feel the need, it's a roadside attraction. I don't know if it's a roadside attraction. It's a roadside novelty to me. You may consider it a roadside attraction. You may really like it. But yeah, go. Their theology is bad. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You should do a sermon on that one day. I'll watch your Facebook sermon if you talk about the Ark Encounter, because I just think that they're not. Oh, you did do one. You need to send a link to me so I can watch it. It's just a craziness. And I was not really talking bad about that place. I was actually enjoying my day. What, kitty? Just sit there. Congratulations from Brazil. Hey, Fabio. Thank you. Thank you so much. But, okay. Question. You're a real reverend. What is the difference between a reverend, a minister, a priest? Is there a difference? Are they all the same thing? I don't know. Why is one person called a reverend? Why is one person called a minister? Why is one person called a priest? Aren't they all the same job? I don't know. So that's my question to you, good sir. And I'm not being sarcastic. I really don't know. And with that question, if you are not able to answer before I stop this video, you can leave it in the comments below. I am going to go ahead and sign off from this vlog. A priest is usually Catholic, or I can't even pronounce that word. Episcopal? I don't know what that word is, sir. Sometimes it depends on the religion. Oh, Lib Davis says it is all the same. So maybe it's a regional thing. Like if you're in Europe, or if you're in Latin America, or if you're in America, a reverend, a title for a minister, Catholic, I think, or priest. It's pretty fascinating. Religion is fascinating. So I was fortunate when I was a young child. I was raised by my mother. She gave me the option to go to Sunday schools and do that stuff. And I went to Sunday school periodically as a child, went on the campouts periodically and did all that fun stuff. But I never got sucked into just one group of people. Where's the Ark at? It is in Kentucky before you get to Cincinnati. It's like right on the Ohio-Kentucky border, not far. And they also have another museum called the Creation Museum that is just as kooky. Yeah, I'm calling them kooky. I'm sorry. And I'm not making fun of religion. I'm really not. Everybody needs what they need. But they are a kooky group of people. My step parents were ministers, Anna. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I thought ministers traveled. Is that what the difference is? Ministers, because ministries travel. Yeah, the founder is a nut job. Ken Ham is he's a con artist. I think he rips people off. He's ripping the communities off there, the state, the county, the cities, with these tax breaks. And I don't know. I have a lot to say about Ken Ham, but I'll let other people do it. I just let that go. I got on their bad side, not meaning to, and I got so much hate mail, death threats, and I didn't do anything. I didn't even say anything bad about the place. I enjoyed myself, but I actually got death threats, and I left the comments up. My comments through those videos are still all there. I got hate. And which is weird because they're supposed to be this God-fearing, loving people, but they're not. Jen Vargas and myself, we were at Disney one day after that whole event happened, and we were at the opening week of Pandora in the world of Avatar at Disney, and we were just sitting down enjoying some of the food, and I was doing a live video from Pandora as we were enjoying some of the food. Some of his followers found me, and they go, "Oh, look, we found this pedophile." Everything they Alex Jones does this stuff, yeah, and it's those type of people, and they all label they labeled who's the guy doing the thing against Trump right now, the Russian probe, Mueller. They labeled him a pedophile. It seems like everybody they disapprove of, they go, they did that to me. Me and Jen Vargas were sitting there at Disney testing out some food, and oh, I found the pedophile. He's at Disney looking for little boys and blah blah blah. And I left all those comments up. I'm not going to censor people. They can call me whatever they want, but that's Ark Encounter followers for you. And if you go there, just beware. Just be careful. That's all I gotta say. He sold them a bill of goods, and now he's not holding up exactly his end. Scott Ed says, you should hear my story on religion one day. It would shock you. I don't know anything about religions. Like I was saying earlier, my parents let me be who I wanted to be growing up. We grew up in the 60s, so I could be part of a religion. I didn't have to be. You're going to knock my gimbal down when you stop. Just lay here. So they let me be whatever I wanted to be and learn what I wanted to learn. And I don't know. I grew up okay. I grew up, if somebody needs help, you help them. That's what I believe, right? If a cat needs help and is stuck in a tree being chased by dogs with a broken foot, look at her foot, it's still all angled. They want me to re-break it. I can't re-break her foot to set it. It's already healed this way. It doesn't hurt her. She climbs, she slaps with it, right? Go play. I'm not going to re-break her foot, but you just be a good person. Whatever happens after you die happens. Anna says, my parents would teach or preach the Bible to people like that to shut them up. It worked. Yeah, I don't think you could do that to them. I don't think you could do that to there's different kinds of brainwashing and Kool-Aid, and they drank it. They drank whatever Kool-Aid it is that can fed them. So, but good news is, they're every time I go by there, the parking lot's empty. They're lying about it. They'll put out reports saying that they're getting millions of people a year coming there. They're not. Every time I go by the parking lot, they just push out false numbers so they get breaks on their taxes every year. I don't know how all that stuff works. I know they're crooked. I teach love, grace, and positivity to all, Reverend Tommy says. You do. And you're mesmerizing at the what is that called, a pulpit, where you stand and you're talking to your, is it a clergy? I don't know none of this stuff. When you're up there speaking, I watch you on YouTube sometimes, and you're mesmerizing to watch and listen to. Sometimes I don't even need to watch you. I'll just hear your voice. It's soothing, it's relaxing to drive to, calms me down, and gives me peace of mind. I'm not a believer, but I support anybody that teaches the way you do. You're a nice gentleman. You help with your community, and you're a geek. What more could somebody ask for? That's all I gotta say. Anyway, guys, I am going to end this. I believe I hit every subject, and the Ark Encounter was not written with this pin on my screen. I'm not, so when I don't pay attention to you, you decide to just go knock on the camera? Yeah. I found out something, before I let you guys go, I found out something about cats. In my side door, I keep all my paperwork that I have to fill out every time I deliver a load, or my checks and stuff like that. At nighttime, when I'm sleeping, she'll get on my driver's seat and she'll chew up my papers. So if there's any children out there watching this video, if you want to use an excuse that we used to use as kids, the reason you don't do your homework is your dog ate your paper, it probably wasn't your dog. It was probably the cat. The dog got blamed for it, because I've never had a dog that ate my paperwork, but my cat does. So I found out you guys have a cat alliance, right? And you guys blame all dogs for everything that you do. She's looking innocent. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, get this up. Bye, Anna. Bye for now. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'm gonna go ahead and catch a little bit of sleep and wake up about 3 o'clock in the morning, head up to Jacksonville, pick up my load, and I'm gonna boogie up to Ohio. And I will talk to you on the next one. And honestly, my next couple videos are 14 and 15 minutes long. So as I post throughout the weekend, I apologize. I tried to keep them short. I'm just really bad at it. So if you guys want and want to check out more videos after this post, there will be little boxes with things up here that you can click, even on your mobile devices, and it'll take you to the previous videos. Down below will be my Patreon link, and in the description below, I'm going to start putting PayPal. Who knows where it'll go? If I generate enough revenue, I'm going to take off early and take this big beast of a RV out on the road, and maybe come to your guys' town. Maybe you can show me some cool stuff that we can stop and vlog together. Movie locations, abandoned places, haunted places, even though I don't believe in ghosts. But if I find one, I'm gonna poop my pants. I'm gonna get out and explore, and I want to do it at least 2 months out of the year. And I think that PayPal me thing, until I can get back to having the super chats and stuff like that, is really gonna help, possibly. But if you're new to this channel and want to subscribe, just go ahead and click that little picture of me at the Walt Disney Family Museum. It'll take you there, or you can click the the subscribe button and that little bell notification. I don't know all this stuff you're supposed to do, but you guys do. You watch YouTube. Until the next time, guys, I love you all. What? Are you saying goodbye? Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Peace out, everybody.